Hey there, and welcome to our another new
21 days later.
live episode. Yeah.
We talk about our last movie, Don't Bring a Knife to a Gunfight, and we want to show you our audience retention. So we have a look on how many of the time on the movie you actually watched it, and this is quite interesting. Maybe we can switch right over.
Yeah, we promised you we would do this from time to time, and so we will keep our promise and show you our audience retention. So we switch now to the audience retention.
And here we have it.
And here it is. You can see it. It's pretty high. Of course, you can see that.
In the beginning, you see that the audience retention drops, so probably people who looked for a gunfight and Watch Dogs or something like that, they dropped off right in the beginning when they saw that this is not the movie they actually wanted to see. And but in the right after the first intro, right when the first shot appeared, so when the first bad guy was shot, there we have the first high peak. And then we have a pretty high audience retention over time, so it only drops on the end. And as we can see, there are two peaks. So one peak is, maybe switch over there, yeah. That's of course the first shootout in the basement, and then we have the second peak around about the second shootout in the
in the staircase.
In the staircase. And then it drops off.
Then it drops off, so we know that you haven't even really seen the end, so you don't know that I shot myself in the end. Most of you don't even know how our corny action movie ended. That was one comment we got. Pretty corny, and yes, it was pretty corny, but of course it was our first action movie, and that's what we were aiming for. Also, of course, it's interesting, these 2 points that are a little lower are the cutscenes where they're just playing cards, or where I'm shaving myself, so that's not very interesting to see. Pretty interesting to see the stats though. Yeah. So this time it worked to switch back. Yeah, it's fairly interesting. So what can we learn from that? Of course, action will keep the audience interested. The drop-off in the beginning is very normal, of course, because the viewer decides, I think the playbook says, in the first 12 seconds if they want to watch the movie. So that's what we have here. And also you have to like our joke in the beginning with the bike, and then there's the mission intro, and it's pretty long. No, it's not pretty long, but in YouTube standards, every shot is long where nobody gets shot.
Yeah.
That's something we're dealing with here. And what's also interesting is we entered this this video for the My Road Reel contest, and you can vote for that. I think I put a link in the show notes or in the video description. It's in there. I think you have to register to vote. But if you want to do that, help us. And I don't know if you can vote especially for the behind the scenes, but I really like the behind the scenes David did, so maybe
Nice.
vote for that as well. And I don't know, there are a lot of different awards you can win, so I think it's till end of the month, so you can still enter for a few days if you also would like to. There are some prizes, but we just entered it for fun and don't know what to expect of it. Yeah.
Yeah, and if you want to see the behind the scenes where we explained how we did enhance the gun sound effects with a pretty simple trick, just re-recorded on location, take a look at that. As Jannis already said, you can see it on the Road Reel site and vote for the package of the movie and the BTS in combination, and you can of course see both videos there, and of course on our page.
Yeah, and I think next week we will show you a side-by-side comparison before and after with these special effects and without these special effects. So this is pretty much it. Just what I'm doing on the weekend. You're going into the
I'm on
holidays.
vacation.
Yeah, you're on vacation,
for
and
1 week.
I'm busy at the German Web Video Awards. They are there once again. Last year, we didn't make it on the shortlist with our fake photo sets in real life movie, although our friends voted for us. This year we didn't really enter because we didn't know with what movie we should enter, but I'm in the academy now, so my votes count a lot, and I will be there, meet a lot of other YouTubers here in Germany. So this will be interesting, and maybe we will talk about that, maybe whatever comes off of it. So that's just a quick update on our private lives, what we're doing over the weekends, in case you're interested.
Yeah. I think that's pretty much it for today. Nothing left to say. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, or hit us on Facebook or Twitter. And well,
till then, have a great time.
See you soon.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.